Well, hello and welcome back to episode of Cloud Meadow. Last episode we finished the history I knew so far. Today let's continue because the game will force the second part of it on me. I have the way to explore the dungeon for the new clues to do. So let's go to the dungeon. However, things might not work as intended. So yes, I'm feeling the game you're gonna throw me under the bus into the little travel here. Let's see what else. Let's use this one here to reflect damage. I'm already Captain. Camellia, Jotun, Ghost. I can use this. Depart. And to surprise of no one, something happened in the way the dungeon. It's a good day, isn't Captain? It's alright. Though clear skies would be preferable to me, I'm so fond of getting misted when we fly through them. It reminds me of the time Captain is Yardy, and Sherlock suddenly yells out. Captain! Yeah? Look! You turn to where the sailor points, seeing a dark silhouette descending from a nearby cloud. A large puffin carries a deck filled with the swarthy-looking brigades. Pirates! Oh, hacks. Oh, no. No, we are carrying too much precious cargo. Kona, get down here. Oh, crap. Click to continue. Hey, alright, time to treat the spiders are very less of every woe. You catch it out in the corner of your eye too late. Having Lucky Clubby descends from a pirate that's already set one of the marines. And whack. You feel your body hitting the deck with a heavy thud. You can tell if the wind was kind of tearing out of you. You think of it, you can tell if you're breathing. I hope everyone is okay. You feel your body moving, but not on your own. It's a slow, heavy drag across the floor, or is it the ceiling? You feel another thud, but you can tell if it has been seconds or hours. It's less fleeting moment of consciousness. Yeah, I was captured out of nowhere. What? Wait, where I am? I got that sound of the stroke, Guardian. So if you make it even a peep, I swear I will. You will what exactly, Swabby? Ah, Captain. I would bring them directly to you. Yeah, that's right, after all. You're the captain and all, and I don't dare want to name your orders, would not I? Fine, just get out of here before I give you 20 slashes. Apologize for that. I had tried to teach my crew some semblance of manners, but that lesson never took. My name is Cairo. You're under my care till you get dropped off. Under normal circumstances, I do thank you, but I'm guessing you're the one that had me put behind those bars to begin with. Hahaha, yeah. Only on board with all of this, but I have been told to make sure to stay put. so we used our best bars to keep you locked up. I do hate to see your worst bars then. They are much worse. The large man pulls a chair and takes a seat in front of you, holding out a bag to you. Take the bag open, find the assorted foodstuff. If you get thirsty, you get some water as well. Fresh stuff pulled from the clouds. For food, there knows no sugar sticky double down, but that's what you got. Things don't look bad until... Oh no, is this... Ah, survivor's lop, made by hand just this morning. Whose hand? Why, mine of course. You are tied to the ends of his arms. He leaves watching you over as you see both his hands are intact. And the slop is okay, I just eat this in a little bit. Take your time. Time's about all you got till drop you off. Which actually brings me to the first question. Nobody wanna tell me, but where I am. Oh, that was easy. You're aboard the Cyan Blade. As for you asking, it's not actually Cyan, it's just an old name. As for myself, I'm the captain of the Cyan Corsairs. As I was not able to figure it out, your presence here has been forcibly requested, and I was the one who was sent to pick you up. Okay, but why I am needed, and by who? That call, no matter. You may not remember, but we happen to defeat a couple of mercenaries. Oh. Well, as it so happens, someone has very interested in the contributions to the operations, so my guess is that someone wanted me and my crew to bring you for a little parley. A parley usually implies a peace deal of some kind. Somehow I have my doubts that kind of meeting they have in mind. Yeah, make that face. Nah, honestly, it's not one I really want to take you to either. And why are you taking me? A job's a job. Well, after I continue needed to start eating. Ain't like it's gonna taste any better, quote. Okay, that's it. Yeah, probably you're right. As much as that naughty killing is right, the sloppy won't look more appetizing an hour from now. And don't know as I might get a meal if you're at all. Wants to be true. You bring the bread to your mouth, the sloppy dripping back into the bowl as you put your mind and take a bite. Oh. It's actually not bad. In fact, it's kind of hearty. It reminds me a bit of the cafeteria back at the academy. The rest of the bread disappears into the slop and then into your mouth. You didn't understand. It's not something engineer would drain from a machine, but the taste defies expectation. Something an engineer would drain from a machine. Yeah. I cook for myself and my family, so I understand the struggle that sometimes you have to make something that is both appealing and appetizing. Good, right? But for the years of having to make that stuff for myself and the crew. So what we are saying? About your kidnapping. Like I said, I don't really want to take you to the boss. Now, if you are captain of another ship or military, it'll be different. But taking you is like punishing a farmer who happens to be good in the scrap. You took out the punches, and I cleaned the shots. I be fair game and leave it at that. But I had cleaned the shots, and for what I heard your front man, so I haven't much room to decline. You got me wishing for the first time ever I wasn't a frontiersman. You got me feeling the same, boyo. I don't sit well with me with someone like ya. So, after this I tend on retiring and leaving this crew. I know it won't help much, but you're gonna be the last person I abduct. You're right, don't have much, but since I'm the last person, Well, cause won't be escaping. Why not just tell me everything about who you work for? you, I know a bait when I see it. And fun as it would be to review everything, rather than just be asking for trouble. Now I believe it's not time for your being. I'll be back later. Oh, I'll be telling you that not bother you down here. I appreciate it, but before you go, why are you being so accommodating? Accommodating? That is the way to describe being held in a cell. Well, we have met a few pirates types, and while they are not different from them, they would not have other checking in on a captive, let alone talking with them like this. Have I lost the taste for it? And he goes away. But the consensus, the kidnap is very boring with no convenient way to escape. You tried to break free at times, but with no success. After hours of that, you find yourself to lay on the somewhat clean floor and farming in your head. So if I plant something, it takes 10 days to harvest, but I forget to water one day, it dies. So it's better to wait the extra days for it to finish growing, or should I just harvest you then? Well, 1/10 of the price would be... You must need to pay by several corsairs trooping down the stairs. Alright, mateys, let's do this for the captain, before the captain catches. And just don't get why you're afraid on interest. For the love of you, stop talking like that. Ah, come off it. I've been having a problem with my talking ever since. Fellas? I don't want to get in the way of whatever you're going in, but I also don't want to listen to your grip to each other. Right, let's be somehow. Now then, the captain has given the order to not bother you, so we can transport you safely. However, it's a belief of the crew that if you did come to harm, well, that might be the end of Captain Skyran, and you can finally get someone with a backbone to run the crew. It'll be hard since I'm here and you're out there. Which is why we got to set up keys here. Wanna make it look like you broke out and left us with no alternative but to put you down. Well, I won't say it is a foolproof, but it's a solid plan. Have you considered what would happen if you are caught? Maybe the captain would be nice and distracted right now. Won't be around until long after we're done. And who's behind you? I wondered why the cabin was locked from the outside, so that was you, Swabbies. Captain, we are just... Say it, Swabby, I don't wanna hear whatever poor excuse you use. You know, I knew that one would be out as dumb as you could get, but I couldn't imagine you being dumb enough to break one of the few rules that the blasted Hogger keeps. The name Hawker? That's why I freeze for just a moment. If you'll be flying under the Cyan Coast's color, you could barely see Earth as pirates' dignity. Now are you going to see here before throw you onto the Sky Kings? Is that for me? Oh yeah. You're getting hungry about now. Capaz doesn't like your opinion, you see? Oh, survivor's lappy and bread. All part of balanced diet. Where is the water? It is you for a pirate that week the months you saw for the skies. Oh, where's my buffalo? Please don't talk with a mouth full of food. A pirate with table manners. That's a new one. Sorry. So this is just an observation. It's like there's some tension between you and your crew. Oh, you could say that again. But isn't a pirate captain supposed to be like charismatic? I'm plenty charismatic. right? Sure, think suave. Well, there you go. So why the attention here? Well, that isn't my crew anyways. I did my best to keep them, but they ain't. They ain't real cyan corsairs. I'm nasty, but I think I recognize cyan when I see them. You got me there. They are cyan corsairs, but not that cyan corsairs. You see, that corsairs have been flying for years, and I could only be a pirate for so long before bad luck or age catches up to you. The corsairs have been the same since Hawk took that title of Pirate Lord. So there's Hawk shows at the corsairs. Aye. So that the hiring new crew's members was the duty of the captain and crew. So we'll bring you on a potential crewmate. Everyone gets to say, and if they pass muster enough people to vouch for them and become one of you. Now, if you can't fight, you're left behind. And whatever gaps in the ranks, a full ladder with whatever Jetson ain't on the ship. What's that it took me years for the crew to get replaced. They're the best for the long while, but every job don't go perfectly. Mistakes are made, crews get left behind. One day, you're captain yourself, you look up and realize all the crew used to know is gone, replaced by strangers. Oh, it's like you haven't changed a lot since you started. My day is going to go up in flames. It'll be the pirates that acted too much discretion. It did not burn every town to the ground, made every little outpost for everything and that ain't nailed down. Now though, they want all, and torture and pillage they will close the kingdom. They want to haul back the big treasures and show off to other pirates. Either for the gold and notoriety. I mean, isn't that part and parcel of being a pirate? Well, a little, but if you're a good pirate, you let your legend speak for itself. You don't kill unless you gotta. Or have a place just after the tree of it. And whatever you do, you don't take with someone who has more ships than you. Ro got the power behind him for sure, but he ain't that kingdom. One day, he'll make a big enough mess to wake this lumbering sea king that's the kingdom navy, and drag every buccaneer to the gallows with him. Made it for the better though. I got confused that I probably won't be making it to port. I think the corsairs might continue. I do put serious scrolling down on them acting very soon, but they probably think my hand is off it that they will, so they won't expect me to act first, which is why. My shovel! It tosses to you, catch the filings. When you with your best friend. I think that should be enough to break you out of the cell, so when things start exploding, you'll find me getting a little lifeboat ready. Wait, if you do this, want to make you an outlaw among the pirates? Now that there is a strange tone. It would, but that's alright with me. I've been thinking and talking about a lot of things, and well, I promised that the old captain to keep the cyan corsairs alive, and I thought it was keeping this here ship together, but the ship and the crew isn't what cyan corsairs anymore. Dionysius ship problem. Besides the way I figure it, as long as I am still wearing that colors, the cyan corsairs are still alive. Good luck then, albeit for the explosions. An explosion rocks the ship. Kyron has made his movie, and you follow suit. You bring a shovel down to the lock, slice into it. The cell door swings open, and he steps out. There it is. Ah, you draw shots, Strauss. Lifeboat now. Maybe not be going down with that ship, but we're gonna take you with us, Captain. Now, Kieran, you're no captain of us no more. Yeah. Took you long enough to be honest with me, Swabbies. I'll return the favor though. If I had a crumb for every time one of you disappoint me, I'll be the richest man alive. I have more completed skippers run that ship. And lastly, you ain't worth my boot scrapping. I would never last the 90 seconds against the Cyan Corsairs. Well, that felt good to say to ya. Now if you meet him again today, I go down fighting like a real pirate. I don't intend to going down at all, so let's deal with them quickly and figure something out. Aye. No, they're gonna stop making voice very soon. Now come the battle, the problematic battle. You shut up. It was so hard before. Those guys aren't so... You can see the spiral of a landing coming towards you at Lime Speedy. Land! Land ahoy!